Yeah, man, that might stole that damn deer antler spray.
Shout out to the
Stole
deer antler spray, man.
it. That stole some deer antler spray.
And
What
without further ado, as the song say, the boys are back in town. Or as Barnell Hill say, did you miss me? 94 Feet of Life is back every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. Excuse me, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.
We know y'all got
Subscribe.
bedtimes.
Subscribe to the YouTube, notifications on. We will be here every Wednesday. We got the October schedule. We're gonna put it up again and again. We got the first 5 weeks already planned out. We got the Eastern Conference preview next week, the Western Conference preview the week after that. The watch party, October 22nd, 94 feet of watch party. Now, uh Trav and Ham may or may not be here for that because we have people in high places these days. I'm just saying, we got people in high places these days, and opening night in Memphis features somebody who's in a high place right now. But
we've been summoned.
regardless,
We've been summoned, so we'll take our summons. Don't fight.
right. So the watch party October 22nd, it might just be me and Mo Schefter in the background hanging out. Cause Trav and
I'll secure some guests for y'all for that night too, Big Shot. We're gonna make that one right.
hey, do what you do, brother. And we definitely gonna plug what you got going on before the show is up. And then October 29th, our main man G2 is stopping by the college basketball preview. Yeah, it's that time for that too. It is that time for that too. So, fellas, before we get into this WNBA finals, man, how was your summer? What's been going on with you? Glad to see y'all, man.
You know what? Basketball, gotta love it. I'm talking about this next chapter stuff is hilarious, but yet it's fun. It's characters in there. That's been keeping me going. And of course, man, yeah, if y'all know what I do, especially in the off season like this, cornhole, man. That's just what it is for me, man. I have fun, man, just doing it over the summer. But overall, man, just relaxing, having fun, man. Of course, catching these sports on fantasy. I mean, I do more than basketball, but when it comes times to basketball, I am into it 110%, 94 feet. That's what we hear. That's why we are who we are. So
And before we get to Ham, who's probably had the biggest summer of
yeah.
all of us, and I'm gonna let him expand on that. Remember, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central every Sunday. Views from the 22 pregame show every Sunday. Mo Chef, Germ breaking down the games, all the games each week, fantasy, injuries, analysis. So the Scene Network is in the building. Views from the 22 Facebook group. Join it. Get locked in. They said you had a better summer than Timothy Mozgov in 2016.
He had a parade this summer, huh? He did all right for himself that summer. He had to guard nobody. But no, man, it was just a culmination of blessings. You know what I'm saying? From a lot of grinding, a lot of networking, a lot of being in the right position, just hanging with the right people and connecting with people that have similar visions. And we done expanded a whole lot of stuff to the point to where I even had a legit career change where every day, for the last 3 years or so, I've been on the air, coming on to do a weekly segment with my guy Johnny Radio on Sports 56, 98.5 FM in Memphis. And ultimately, he just cultivated and carved me a spot at the radio station for me to be employed on a regular basis. So I get in there to do a little on-air radio production, which is new to me, but it's an experience. It's cool. So I do the production on the morning show, you know what I'm saying, from 7 to 10. Then I get to rock out with John 5 days a week from 11 to 1 on the Memphis Airways, Sports 56, 98.5 on the happy hour. Got an app in the App Store, the Sports 56 app. You can find it there. Live stream on YouTube as well as Twitter. But that's just the smidgen of what's cracking. First thing first, just to, not even going to give them the whole leak right now. They'll see it as we go along from week to week. But 94 Feet of Life, used from the 22, The Dish, we're all getting a facelift. And we're all will be going and taking our programs to be under the production of one John Harden, aka Johnny Radio, and Harden House Productions. Facility set to open up. We were trying to have it open around early October, but gotta get some building and everything straight. I've been inside the building. It's the spot, y'all. We ain't got all the stuff in there plugged in, but the spaces, the rooms, where we gonna have the screens, cameras. It's gonna look like the Legion of Doom meeting when we all meet up together. It's just everybody just popped up all over the joint, but it's the ideas and stuff that we got. I think we're gonna expand as a crew with our brand. We'll probably expand and have guys in different spots in different parts of America that's just gonna be contributing to us, not just from 94, but from Views and The Dish as well. We going big boy, y'all. We done graduated the K. We done hung around. And here we go. Let's say if somebody saw a similar vision of what we had, it was like, let me show y'all how to do this. Let's ride. You know what I'm saying? I like y'all content. I like y'all work. Here we go.
So what that means for y'all is make sure you are subscribed to every channel. Make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you are following all the social media. We are going to relaunch our 94 FOL Hoops Twitter. That's going to get relaunched. Like, this is really the jumping off point for a lot of things. So just make sure you are everywhere where we are, because you want to be there in real time for the ride. But fellas, let's get into it, man. The WNBA Finals preview. And looking at this series, there's a couple similarities, but let's start with the biggest change. This is the first time best of 7 in the WNBA. First best of 7 series ever.
Yeah.
So kind of my first key is, and we're going to talk about AJ. We're going to talk about Alyssa Thomas. We're going to talk about the Unicorn. We're going to talk about Jackie Young. My first key, fellas, is longest series in the history of the sport. That means somebody that you don't expect gonna have to play. Gonna have to play big. And you look at the two squads, and fellas, I'm gonna let y'all jump in. They both got the big three. You got Wilson, Young, Chelsea Gray for Vegas. Mercury, it's Alyssa Thomas, Copper, Sabali. Who both those three score a lot of the points for their team.
Mm-hmm.
But in a 7-game series, who's gonna be, as you know, the old NWO reference, who is the fourth man? Or in this case, the fourth woman. Somebody's gonna have to be there. So let's start there, fellas. Just sort of your quick opening salvo on the series. Where do you think this goes?
That's right.
For Vegas, it's two people. It's two people that have to go. One of them is going, and that's Dana Evans. Shout out to G2 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Dana Evans is going to play. She's going to do whatever she has to do. Tough, one of the smallest things on the court, but they got the biggest heart of them all. You leave her open, she gonna knock it down. She gonna be a pest on defense. But the one that really has to come through, you are a number one draft pick. You are not a number one draft pick for a reason, there, Jewel Lord. You're not.
Yeah.
Besides that corner three, you have to show why you was brought into the Vegas organization. You really have to. On Phoenix Mercury, they to be honest, it's not just a couple of them, it's all of them. All of them have to come through. Not just a particular one. It's all of them. What's the young white lady that with the pump fake and step up? She got to step up.
Yeah. Best
Um,
Westville. Yeah.
the other big they got they whole bench. They got Phoenix has to go 9 deep. They have to go 9 deep because it's only so much that they can do. Their big three. I'm gonna tell you like this though, Big Shot. Phoenix big three is not as consistent as Vegas big three. Put it in the books. Asia giving you 25 or more. That's just written. But who can do that for Phoenix? But Phoenix had the ultimate solvent of a player that can do it all. Just write 10, 9, and 9 on Alyssa Thomas' name.
Yeah.
That's just that. So those two kind of equal out, but then you got Jackie and you got Satu. That's like, but you kind of give that to Jackie because Jackie get a lot more touches than Satu. And then you got Kalia Copper and you got Kelsey, Kelsey Gray.
Chelsea Gray. Yeah.
Chelsea, I said Kelsey. Chelsea. Got Chelsea. You got them. And that's where it kind of equally balanced in a way, but it's still leaning towards Vegas as far as their big three is more consistent than their big three. So with Phoenix, that whole bench got to come through. But for
I think the key.
those other two
Mhm.
for Vegas though, it's a difference. It's a difference.
Before we go to him, I think one thing with Phoenix is we saw um, Phoenix will fight you.
Yes,
Now
they'll literally fight you.
they will. They are, and I would not classify them as a dirty team, but they are absolutely the most physical team in the league. Phoenix is they will lay wood on you on that screen. They gonna challenge for every rebound. They challenge in every loose ball. And in a 7-game series with the first of its kind, this is where foul trouble becomes a thing. This is where fatigue becomes a thing. And now we talk about their fourth and fifth woman, the sixth woman off the bench. And Ham, go ahead, jump on in. If we get to like a game 5, usually in previous years, game 5, the series is over. You might have 2 more games to play in this one, and nobody has played a 7-game series ever. So this is
Which
gonna be
with the fouls, the physicality, the attrition that's gonna come into play with that. Going back to the keys, well, the keys from off the bench that Trav was speaking of. I'm just looking at one, and that just so happened to be the all-time leader in WNBA playoff minutes. Mr. Wanabana.
yep.
They brought him back for this, for this role, because you look at this Phoenix team, they really weren't projected to be this. But the second half of the season, these have been really the best 2 teams in the dub.
Yep.
Just look at this, these 2 together, just straight up from where they were in the standings to where they ended up to where we are right now. That physicality is going to definitely come into play if you get around. And I think we're going to go 7. It's going to probably have to go 7.
Yeah.
Because Trav, you say 25 and 10 for Asia. I'm thinking 30.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just easy. 25 and 10, you can just pencil it. Just
She's gonna
easy. No,
be
she gonna get
30.
you above that
She's gonna
though.
be dog tired, but she gonna average
Yeah, she
30.
gonna ball. But you know what? Hell, I do have a question though about Phoenix. Did they go on a run too before the season end?
Yeah, they didn't have like a Vegas streak, but they won about 10 of the
They
last
won about 10.
13.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
Little
That
playing
Vegas streak was stupid.
nine.
How
A
can you
little
get beat by 55 now? 55 at home to the Minnesota Lynx. And that was about 2 months ago or something
Wasn't
like that.
long ago, yeah.
And they did lose a game 6.
I also want to say this too on the last play of the series. Well, not the last play of that series, but when Fee got real.
She did.
No one to foul.
Yeah.
She did.
She got the basketball first. The contact that came after that was incidental.
Right.
Had she not rolled her ankle, Fee probably would have been the one who actually fouled because the momentum was going to be going the other way anyway. Alyssa just ripped her. It's great defense.
She did.
Now,
Unfortunately, but
now let me ask y'all this. And we used to talk about this with Jokic back in the day. We used to say, listen, if Jokic hit me for 45 or 50, cool. But I can't let him have that high end triple double, like the 26, 13, and 14 night. If you're Vegas, are you okay with letting Alyssa Thomas shoot the basketball as many as because to me, she's not she maybe not be as spectacular with it as Jokic, but she is a really effective passer and a playmaker and makes really smart.
You
Would you prefer
go ahead.
if you Vegas, do you prefer her, hey, let her shoot the ball 25 times, or do you say, hey, we gotta stay kind of committed to our principles?
let her Hulk.
I was just about to say, if I win game 1, if I'm Vegas, it's just me. If I'm Vegas, and I'm gonna play it straight up. But if I win game 1 and I'm at home too, game 2, you got 15 feet to work with, Alyssa Thomas. But here's the thing. I am not 5 feet away from my defender. But if I'm defending you, I'm 15 feet away from you. You're gonna have to beat me pure offensively. You're not gonna get nobody else involved. You're gonna get yourself involved. If it works, cool. May pull off a stunt like that, 3, 4, 5, however many more games to do. But if it don't work, that's just one game that, hey, you deserved it.
Yeah.
Alyssa Thomas is a great ball player, but she still got to show me you can hit a 15-footer consistently.
And what you think?
I'm scared of her playmaking more than her scoring.
That's that's it.
That's
That's it.
their identity. That's why she's a top 3 MVP candidate for the last handful of years because she's a playmaker. She elevates the play of everybody around her. As they like to say, she makes people around her better.
She
So the
truly
slogan
does.
goes,
She may be the only WNBA Hall of Famer that may get inducted to the Hall of Fame without shooting a 3-point.
she kind of like a slower paced Jason Kidd with the numbers because they're always efficient. They don't have to be large. They can be like 13, 10, and 10. And they
Right.
win. know what I'm saying? But and kid would be the same way. They'd be 13, 10, and 10, and the next
Yo,
be
she's so
going back like 8.
she so it's like everything she does is so impactful on the
Yeah.
floor. It don't make no sense. Like she gets rebounds, she defends, she passes the ball, not good, but well. She passes, she passes the ball, she handles the ball. Whatever you need in an offensive player, she can
Whatever.
facilitate. She can give you what you want.
Well,
She's she's a great she's a real good
God,
basketball player.
yeah. I think if I'm Vegas, obviously, Trav, you talk about game one, what's the adjustment? I want to see if she. I want to see you talk about playing off of her. I would play off of her, but on the other four, we got to play tight
Exactly. I'm not giving no
because
side. I'm not playing off the ball
because the
side
one
dribble.
thing about her and y'all, we try not to do too much WNBA NBA comparison because everybody got their own lane. But if you remember somebody like Rondo, if you gave Rondo too much of the floor to look at,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna kill you. So you could play 5 feet off, but if you give him too much of the floor to look at, oh, he gonna pick that apart
I'm pick it apart.
all day, all night. So I think to me, if you play off Alyssa Thomas, everybody else cannot have free driving, can't have free cutting lane.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you
It
literally got to
can't.
make them out.
That's what
You
I'm
got
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Big Shot. You play off her, but the others around them, you don't give that 5 foot. You make sure if she pass that ball, your hand can get in that lane. And if they do get the ball, you able to stay on them instead of them either backdoor cutting or having a clean jump shot after that pass. So, yeah,
it had it had to be a medium from like how we Big Shot you talked about years ago how you would play Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Make him
Mm-hmm.
score. You want to make her score, but like you just said in regard to Rondo, you got to find that medium where you don't want to allow her to see too much and have too much time to see what she can break down because she's that good. She's good enough to where her IQ will break that down, and now it's another problem that she can create.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Just
that's the thing. The IQ of her
yeah,
makes her so much better because what she's gonna do, she gonna get her wife to set a screen. She gonna pick and pop. She's gonna get Satu to do the same thing. She gonna either dribble handoff to Copper.
Yep.
She gonna slip and go to the basket. That's where the IQ comes in. So, can you do it? Yes. Is it gonna be hard? Hell yeah, because she's too
Yeah.
smart.
She's tough. And I think, and on the Vegas side, if I'm Phoenix defending Vegas, I'm gonna just simply say this. As Chelsea Gray's a great player, but Chelsea in a similar vein to Alyssa Thompson, you gonna have to score. Because what I'm not gonna do, and I think this is where the Fever got themselves caught out a little bit the other night. And I know you're in the flow of the game, you
Say it, Big
playing.
Shot. Say it.
You have to be willing to say anybody but 22. Anybody. Anybody. As great as Jackie Young is, and Jackie Young has had a really good playoff. Like I posted it in the group. She's
She
had a
averaged 25.
very good playoff.
30 and 10 with no turns.
Yeah.
That was
Very
last night. That was last
last
night.
night. Very good.
And then the
But
closeout, 30 and 10 with no turns. Woo.
but with AJ, I don't care if AJ starts the game cold. That doesn't matter.
She gonna get involved.
She eventually is gonna get warm.
Oh
And
yeah.
we ain't gonna be able to do nothing once the water's turned on, we ain't gonna be able to do
That
nothing.
mug gonna get to that damn left hand. She gonna get to that left hand, man. She gonna get to it, man. You know
So
what? You know what scares me about Vegas though? And they done it last night. And Big Shot, you say this all the time with certain teams that's in the playoffs. Aces have a tendency to go in freaking slumps.
yeah, they're going do not
They
disturb
will
mode.
go in a coma.
Yeah.
Them folks, Kelsey Mitchell, please get healthy soon. I know the symptoms that you got, it happened to me. I know exactly what happened to her. I can't say the name of what they called it,
Yeah,
but
she had
basically,
deep.
basically, it's her kidneys did not flow to her body correctly. And that's what
Mhm.
made her legs lock up. And she didn't have no, she couldn't bend it. She
They
couldn't,
were
she lost it. She
they
lost it.
were they were an unhealthy they were a healthy Kelsey Mitchell away from being home.
Yes. Aces got in a
And
slump. They got complacent
hmm
and little Odyssey was killing them. And they kind of lucky that Aaliyah Boston found out too.
yeah,
That
the
team,
Aces,
that team there, the folks that replaced at the end, they were better than the folks that they replaced.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. But
That's
but that
The,
that whole deal though, that whole pause, that whole thing,
like
it
honestly,
just
Sam.
it just
That's
it just
the
it
whole
it
lot
just
of
the
that.
Aces gotta do better. They gotta do better
yeah,
in
the
closing the show.
the Aces are good for even in games that they win comfortably. They will go to sleep on you for 5 minutes
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every game. I don't know if you can do that against a Phoenix team because what Phoenix is gonna do,
Can't do that with them.
Fight,
Phoenix
scratch,
is
and
gonna
claw.
give you consistent effort, and they gonna play.
Yes.
They will play hard 4 quarters.
Yes,
They
sir.
play to the echo of the horn.
Yes, sir.
At the horn, the echo of the horn.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
scary.
if you go to sleep on them, so my early prediction, I think Vegas will win the series, but I'm with you, Ham. I think our first ever best of seven goes seven.
I think Vegas, if they win it, they're gonna need to win it at 6.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say Vegas in 6.
Because these other ladies, man, you gotta think about it. They took down the last 2 finalists. They took down
Mm-hmm.
both final squads from a year ago, which you look at how that finals ended in controversy, you know what I'm saying? Which we got more of that controversy that we ain't even touched on here yet, as
Right.
far as the commissioner and the whole deal with that. But the physicality of Phoenix, man, if they got to go 7, I think that physicality and all that, the nutrition in that, if they have the advantage, they had the advantage in Game 7.
What I like about Phoenix is that their game travels. Like they went to New York against the Liberty
Man,
and took them apart.
I,
Mm-hmm.
Took them completely apart in that game. Was it game 4? It was game 3 or game 4. They went in there and it was
They went in a trap, took over their trap.
and they did it to the Lynx.
New York got chased to the building in New York.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
did. I think I
Chase
think
Mud.
the Mercury is kind of like the epitome of the healthiest team win.
Yeah,
Because if you look at that New York team, they were just getting Stewart back, but Stewart wasn't 100%. But you on the court, you
You
gonna
out there, you
play,
out there.
you out there. Fee, unfortunately, she got hurt, but actually the Lynx actually held the lead the whole game. Game 4,
yeah.
Phoenix
Yeah,
locked
but
them
but
down.
Lynx had to lead, but
Lynx
Phoenix.
had the lead for the whole game. They
But
they
as
were
Ham
beating them.
says, Phoenix is gonna play to the echo of the horn.
They were beating them for until 3 minutes left. All but 3 minutes of the game.
But Phoenix, they don't quit. They're not gonna quit.
Not gonna quit.
They're not gonna quit.
Yeah.
So, fellas, let's wrap it up, man, with the Nafisa Collier statement. I just say this, and Ham is a historian. We've all watched a lot of sports. We've seen a lot of things. This is a new one.
This is
Never.
brand. First of all, if any of this is like what Fee was saying that this woman
if it's
responded,
true.
it sounded like she was in the comment section of one of these Yahoo motherfuckers that said some shit. Like what? Like you actually saying that this girl is lucky to be in the? Are you serious? But I hear that, and I'm like, this why the W been in the shape that it's in to begin with. Just just think about it from the marketing standpoint. It's like they ain't just got talented in the W. Y'all know this. We know. We watch. You know what I'm saying? We hoop heads like that. There's been some hoopers there, but then the one that killed me the most was when Fee said that they complained about the fouls. And you know what I'm saying, in the playoffs, this was going back even last year. Well, only the losers are complaining.
Hey.
That's the comment section, dog. That's something we see in the comment section of any random basketball forever.
Yeah.
We see it at 94 feet of life. We see it right in our own backyard, in our own group. So it's just like, what? But this woman is completely out of touch. But then she seems to think that she's the reason why they got the new media rights deal. And okay, so none of these folks that's been selling out the games, that's been getting higher viewership, you don't shoot. You ain't set no picks. You ain't went to the line. You done nothing, Captain. What are you talking about?
I thought what brought it to me is that I remember early in the season, and this is why, for me as a hoop head, a basketball fan, I have to sometimes like, okay, let me take a step back myself. I remember early in the season there was the whole conversation regarding Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated by players, et cetera, et cetera. And us, we was like, that's a lot of that first take nonsense. But hearing Fee's comments, I'm like, maybe they were on to something.
Yeah.
Like Ham talked about, they've been talking about the physicality of the league for 2 years. And if you watch their games, whatever it take, just objectively, it's rough as hell.
Yeah, they fouling, dog.
Hey, them folks ain't foul. Them folks hacking. Them folks real hacking, dog.
So when even I am not a Caitlin Clark fan, and I'm certainly not in that Caitlin Clark poll. But there was something to that.
Yeah.
There was like maybe they are not just being Caitlin Clark super fans. That they this really is a problem with the physicality.
I think they understood her. I think a lot of girls understood her marketing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them understood the marketing and yes, the physicality kind of twisted it because of the whole. Y'all know what it was when Caitlyn got in. We knew who was trying to watch and trying to build it up, and we know who was trying to take it down. But the women understood the marketing that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark brought to the table, and that brought viewerships, which what everybody talking about in why the women ain't doing this because of viewership. They bought it and they knew it, but at the same time, that woman was a real she's a real dictatorship of this thing, man. She's basically saying Caitlyn is lucky to be with us than us having her there.
Like, Yeah, that's a wild thing to say, considering, and hopefully Unrivaled is kind of the start of that change.
Mhm.
I'm like, Kathy, your players for their second job was before the whole thing with Brittany Griner, they were going to Russia and Turkey and making $1.5 million, 2 million in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Brianna Stewart and them was going to Europe every summer. Well,
Man,
in their summer, and making 4 times, 5 times, 10 times the money.
and she talking about Caitlin was lucky to make 16 million off the floor. Woman, you ain't got a roster in your league that's paying 16 million.
And she was getting that before she even tapped into the WNBA.
Huh.
Like what you talking about? You don't even have a $16 million roster in your league.
Yeah.
She got 16 off the floor and she lucky to have you.
I thought it was fat. I have never seen a player. Like, we know NBA players had their issues with, like, David Stern, but it was real hush hush whisper because they knew David Stern didn't play that. But
Right.
but for basically your second best player in the league, first, whatever you want to call him, one of your three biggest stars, to just come out in a press conference and say by name, she's a bad leader. This is messed up. This is messed up. This is messed up. I was like, yo.
She really did.
Kathy said this straight out of the comment section. That's the most entertaining part of it. It's like I see this daily. This is why I don't socialize on social media because I read stuff like what Kathy was saying. It's like, what are you talking about, lady? Come on, man.
So I think once this series is over, now there's a pending work stoppage, labor issues coming up.
You'll be on the stage.
Yeah, that is going to get real. An already testy negotiation is going to get real feisty. And it's going to get real ugly.
They gotta talk. They gotta talk. They gotta see each other. They gonna talk.
Yeah, man.
They might not want to have Kathy up, man. They don't want no photo op of Kathy, man. Come on.
That WCBA gonna be real wild, boy.
Hey, Ham, but to your point, whoever wins this championship, Kathy gonna have to come present the trophy.
Kathy gonna send a deputy.
Who was my man back in the day? Russ Granick. Who is the Russ Granick of the
Cowboy Tatum.
Man, they ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna like that.
But look, we gonna get up out of here. Remember, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Next week, it's the Eastern Conference preview. Trav will be back. Ham will be back. Remember, man, subscribe to the YouTube. Keep the notifications on. We telling you every Wednesday at 8, you should be subscribed and notifications anyway. Ham, talk. Go ahead.
I'll give them a preview real quick of next week. I'm picking the Knicks, B. Just letting y'all know off top.
Ha ha!
Listen, we don't want to give away too much show, but I will tell you what.
Yeah, that one though.
The way the cards have fallen in the East,
I usually don't even have a pick. I'm like, yo, it's usually the healthiest team gonna win.
guess who the healthiest?
In the East. They could be the show. They could be the title of the show. Hey, I'm picking the Knicks.
Yay. That might be it. So look, next week and every week, Wednesdays, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, subscribe, notifications on. If you're on Twitter, 94 FOL Hoops. The Twitter is getting revived this week. Daily content there. We're going to revive the Instagram page. We'll let y'all know what that's about. And certainly join the Facebook group. Lock in with us.
What kind of
Ham.
music y'all do? We're coming to TikTok too.
Oh, before we do the hand, replug everything you got going with the station.
Okay, yeah, we Sports 56 AM, AM Sports 56, 98.5 FM, Memphis Radio. You can find us in the App Store, Sports 56 app. Same Sports 56 in the YouTube search bar as well as on Twitter. You find the live streams on there for all the shows. On Mondays right now, we got our man Jorge from over at the Dish. He'll be doing Mondays and Wednesdays. Him and John doing the baseball playoff segment. They just talking straight ball for about like 30 minutes or whatever. It'd be funny because John be late for commercials rocking with them dudes. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And then on Tuesdays, two Tuesdays, all straight football views from the 22 style. Mo Schefter on at 11:30. Jerv So True on right after him at noon. Tried to get them cut up together, but John was like, nah, we going to wait till we get to Hard House before we do it that way. That way I can just have them on screen. But either way, two Tuesdays. Jorge again, like I said, on Wednesdays. We're going to get MJ back rolling on Fridays. He'll probably also end up coming back into the fold. Probably try to get him on Mondays when we get really rolling in the basketball and all that. Hopefully we can get some time where we can get you two fellas to carve out a 30-minute segment of your day and we can bring you two fellas on as well.
And we this is the start of a new era. So we gonna make some adjustments. We gonna do what we need to do. So that's why we want everybody to get on board now. Ron, Trav, Ham, Mo Silent in the back, 94 feet of light, basketball for the people, by the people. We'll see you next Wednesday. Signing out.